Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Bring It Down. Let's level up my companions. I'm going to save Gale for last since I'm going to add him to the party. And instead we'll start with Lae'zel.
Speak. It is done. Eager for battle.
Level 5 fighter. 8 hit points and an extra attack. And we'll see if we have any upgrades to her equipment laying around. She loses 1 armor class, but she'll gain balance and ambusher.
Speak. Shook. You believe you can survive without me?
I've been doing well so far.
As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Moving in. Well met. That's the spirit.
Level 5 Warlock. 7 hit points. Deepened Pact. Pleased with your service, your otherworldly patron added new boons to the terms of your pact. Blade Pact holders gain an extra attack with their pact weapon. The Pact of the Chains familiar also gains an extra attack. Pact of the Tome Warlocks can cast Animate Dead, Haste, Call Lightning once per long rest. So the one that applies is the first one there. It gets an Eldritch Invocation and a new spell. Vampiric Touch. Touch an enemy to siphon their life force and regain half as many hit points. For 10 turns, you can use Vampiric Touch again without expending an additional spell slot. That'd work really well for the build I'm going for with Will. Stinking Cloud. Create a cloud of gas so nauseating it prevents creatures from taking actions. Remove Curse we've seen, Hypnotic Pattern we've seen. Hunger of Hadar. Creatures within this black sphere are blinded and take damage at the end of their turn and the start of their turn. Creatures starting their turn in the area take 2 to 12 cold damage. Creatures ending their turn in the area possibly take 2 to 12 acid damage. The area is difficult terrain. Gaseous Form. Transform yourself or an ally into a tiny gas cloud. It can't fall and fits through small openings. It is very hard to damage. The cloud has advantage on Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength saving throws. While transformed, the target won't be able to attack, cast spells, or talk. Grant Flight. Bestow the ability to fly upon yourself or an ally. Fireball. Shoot a bright flame from your fingers that explodes upon contact, torching everything in the vicinity. On save, targets still take half damage. Fear we've seen, and Counterspell. Nullify another creature's spell as a reaction. The spell must be 3rd level or lower. If it is higher, you must succeed a check to nullify it, the difficulty of which is based on the spell's level. For his build, I'm going to go with Vampiric Touch. And another Eldritch Invocation. He can wear light armor, so I'm not going to go with Armor of Shadows. Let's go with Repelling Blast. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 15 feet away from you.
Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
You wish to speak?
Can I not bring him into the party? You're still faring well at camp, I hope.
With such stimulating company? Never better.
So I wonder if we have to talk about the first two again.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If we have to get to Moonrise, precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
So I wonder if we have to talk about option 1 to recruit him. I don't want to because it didn't happen, so I'm going to leave it alone.
Time to press ahead.
How can I help?
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
So at that moment in time, all magic was gone.
For a spell. Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. And try to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
If you ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. With pleasure. Lead on.
Level 5 Wizard. 7 hit points. 2 level 3 spell slots. And 2 spells. Slow. Alter time around up to 6 enemies to slow them. They won't get far, they can't do much, and they're easier to hit. Sleet Storm. Call forth a storm that disrupts the concentration of spellcasters, douses fires, and creates an ice surface. Protection from energy. We've seen that before. Lightning Bolt. Call forth a blast of lightning that hits all creatures in the line of the eruption. Hypnotic pattern we've seen. Haste. Let's go ahead and grab that. We also know what it does because we've seen potions of speed. Glyph of warding we've seen. Gaseous form we've seen. Grant flight. Fireball. Feign death. Fear. Counterspell. Blink. At the end of your turn, roll a d20. On 11 or higher, you vanish into the ethereal plane. While there, you can't be harmed or seen in this world. When you do vanish, your presence here is a representation of the location you'll come back to. You can choose to teleport it up to 20 feet. Bestow Curse, and Animate Dead. So Fireball is my, second choice after Haste. But he learns evocation spells for cheap from scrolls. So, instead, I may go with Counterspell. Alright, let's check his equipment. I'm happy with his current setup there. We'll give him Restoration. And no rings. Alright.
Is that blood?
Go check out some mushrooms.
That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
How much farther can I go?
Don't expect that to bring us back outside. Oh, this is the stuff that Zevlor gave me. Okay, let's speak to Mayrina, and then I do want to go back into the Hag's Lair and speak to the... I guess just the one survivor at the entrance. What does the wand do? Do I want to give her the wand? I feel like all of the Hag's wishes, or the wishes she grants, are monkey's paws. Seems like a bad idea.
Gods! Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
Are you alright?
Not even a little bit. But I will be.
Stand with her in silence.
We were just kids when we met. I might have pushed him off a swing I wanted. He got right up and pushed me back. I was so surprised that I just laughed. He did too. We've barely spent a day apart since.
You could just leave him here.
No! He deserves a proper burial. He deserves some rest. And he won't get that here.
Alright, let's take a look at the wand that I found. mean, it's called bitter divorce. It just... I don't think it's the right thing to do. We've seen what the hag has done to everybody else. That it's going to be a drawback to using this. So if I take this option, I wonder if there's another set of dialogue options. Maybe I can talk her out of it. I'm just gonna leave her to mourn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you back.
And we know it's a bad idea to try to bring her husband back. Well, Gale, turns out we didn't really need you anyway, but welcome to the party.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
So a big fan of the Raven familiar. Also like crabs. But let's go ahead and bring the cat out. That'll be useful when we get back to the Emerald Grove.
Need to find a way forward.
Okay. Get back to the entrance. Speak to that one guy that was terrified of us, surrounded by mirrors. Yeah, somebody's pointing at the traps. We already know that they're there. Right? Why can I come up here? Kinda looks like we can do something back this way. Follow this path? Let's check this out real quick. I can probably jump up here. It's just a chasm. So, let's keep going.
Traps. How considerate.
Is the hag gone? God, tell me she's gone. Oh, please.
She's dead. You're safe now.
May she burn in the 9 hells. The things she did. The things she made me do. Vile. Disgusting. Good gods. You're the one. The mind flayer.
Not if I can help it. Can you still see it?
No. The hag's gift is gone, but it's going to happen. Soon. I saw you screaming, covered in your own insides as that thing bursts out of your skull. You change, skin ripping from your body, and then you butcher everyone. Everyone around you.
Be specific. When will this happen?
I don't know. It could be a 10-day. Could be any moment. I can't do this. You're too dangerous. I'm sorry.
I approve.
Before I forget, let's go ahead and swap out some of our spells. We have plenty of scrolls of Featherfall, so we don't need that one. Grab haste instead. There we go.
I've got a long road ahead. Can't slow down.
Everyone over here is dead, so...
My darling Macron. She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crushed
There are
me.
glints in the light. The screams from within now silent.
Okay, well, it gave me Bane. Is it permanent? I wonder if it counts as a curse. Alright, let's go to Emerald Grove real quick. I clicked on that.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, I found your note. How does it count as stealing in any of these? Come on. Just left all this behind. All this money and various resources. Yeah, they may not make it very long on the road if they left all this behind. Disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. So it probably doesn't work on Bane, but we're not using it for anything else right now. Oh yeah, so it is just those 4 effects. We're good, I can't waste it. Alright, let's head to the merchant and sell some stuff.
I've seen everything.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step. Of course.
Okay. I don't want to sell any of the magic stuff because we need to feed Gale. Need to send this to camp. So these ingots are put with the gemstones. I wonder if we actually need these for anything.
May you keep balance.
Okay, we're going to try our hand at stealing this idol once again. I did notice that when we were standing around it last time, it was giving us this buff. So I wonder if we can take it and keep that buff active. The plan here is divide and conquer.
I'm seeing goblins in every shadow.
Oh, she won't keep talking to us.
Tread lightly.
So much anger. We have to let it go.
Don't touch me.
Your vandalism has been spotted. An explanation is in order.
I thought I was stealing it. But it was an accident.
You managed to calm the situation down. Though next time it may not be so simple.
Okay, well, I guess we'll over here and steal it. Alright, let's do it this way instead. Who is seeing me?
Tricks. Neither seen nor heard. Just like old times.
I could just throw it again, I guess. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, well, I don't care if they like the mage hand or not.
Despite everything, looking ahead.
How delicious.
So earlier,
Time for discretion.
he was seeing me. Now the...
Very, very
Alright, fine. Mage hand. Bro.
Tread carefully. Moving.
Alright, we've got it. Yeah, so we are getting Sylvanas' blessing. It's a proficiency in nature and animal handling. Neat. We'll have our cleric hold onto this, I think. If I can find it.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
I'll go back over here and continue exploring. Oh, I sell those later. Okay, cool.
No time to rest. Another step forward.
Alright, so that's a dead end. I guess we can access the Underdark somehow. I'm assuming through the chasm that we saw in the Hag's hideout. I wonder if the Monster Hunter has anything to say now that the Hag is dead. He wanted to work with her, which is a terrible idea in my opinion.
You've tracked me down again, my friend. Would that I had as much luck with the beast I'm hunting.
You haven't moved. Nothing really worth trading for, I don't think.
May your road be kind.
Damn stupid bush.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of food I need to get rid of. Did I have actual camp supplies somewhere in my inventory? I'm sure I'm overlooking them somewhere. It'll be easier to find by weight. I remember right, it weighed like 12. There it is.
Have to keep going.
Oh wait, didn't I already have that active? It doesn't.
Hag is gone! Happy!
Glad I could help.
Happy! Happy! Come! Present!
That's pretty handy.
Ah! My finger.
Ooh, holy water. I guess we missed the opportunity to speak to the frog before we took care of the hag. I guess they weren't getting along. Whoops. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I could probably go this way. I think we'll just loop around back this way.
What's that?
Being good about sending the food straight to camp instead of trying to tote it all around. Oh, it's just the goblins. Oh, that's a mage hand. I thought it was a floating fish. I had no idea what was going on there. I wonder if the goblins over here are hostile now. Or if they're just gone. Great.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Never a dull moment.
Did I not swap over to Astarion? Yeah, how sometimes it just doesn't let you click on it. I changed the my keybinds so that I can swap between them easier, but I still by default want to click on them.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Why would we go this way?
No time to dally.
Nah, keep ourselves a little healthy for exploring. Okay.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Breathe deep and move.
Of course, I still managed to somehow find it. Just swap to Astarion whenever my paladin fails perception check. So we have this path to the west. He still wants me to bring the wand to Mayrina. I don't think that's a good idea. But maybe taking that dialogue option gives us another one. We'll go back and explore that later. Yep, they are hostile. As I assumed they would be.
This will do nicely.
I don't have any fire for that, unfortunately.
Moving.
Survival is all that matters.
Almost.
Mistra Rill. With haste.
That's curious.
Alright, so we found a mountain pass. I think we'll leave that be.
Light on my feet.
Okay, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll go speak to Mayrina and see what we can do about this quest, because it's still active. I'm hoping there's an option to deny her the wand. But we'll see. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.